In the previous videos, I've showed you how you should build out your strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, threats, your SWOT analysis, how you should be generating your SMART goals, and then looking for different content type alignment between your customer journey funnel and the emotional, more rational behavioral conditions of your prospects. After you have all of that done, you are ready to build out your editorial calendar. This editorial calendar is higher level than a content calendar in that a content calendar normally specifies each piece of content and when you're doing it. Content calendars are often a monthly view broken into days or weeks so you can see what you're doing when in a more granular way. The editorial calendar, however, is going to be a higher level driving strategy that you have in front of you. You're consulting this all year long. Maybe you are updating this on a quarterly basis. You're reviewing it monthly in your planning meetings. And then you use this editorial calendar to build the strategy for your individual content calendar and your content efforts. A lot of times, marketers skip the editorial calendar and go straight to a content calendar. And that makes it so that your campaigns won't flow together as well. Your story is more disjointed and you are less likely to turn prospects into customers. So I highly encourage all marketers to use an editorial calendar first and then build your individual granular campaigns off of this. If you are a student in one of my classes, I ask that you complete a full quarter of an editorial calendar. So that's 3 months. And for the purpose of this, I'm going to work down July and just give you an example. I'm okay if you say that a quarter is July through September, if you're following a more calendar-based quarter. But if you say, hey, this firm runs June through August, that's okay too. I will let you be creative in how you do this, but I do ask that you come up with a full quarter worth of editorial calendar content. So in July, we know that there is July 4th. And I encourage you, if you do a Google search for list of all holidays and special days in the year, you will find lists and you'll find that, oh, maybe Donut Day. So when you're in an Excel spreadsheet, let me give you a tip. If you have one line and you want to add a line, if you hit enter, it goes to the next spot, right? If you hold down Alt and then hit enter, it gives you a new line. So we're going to say that Donut Day is in July, even though I don't think it is. And Grandparents' Day. Okay, so this could give you an opportunity to build content out that is more relevant for your audience. Think about things your audience might be interested in. Major events in July. What if you have a big trade show you're going to? That's a good thing to put in here. Trade show. If you have a product launch or a feature launch, you could put that here. Campaigns. I've made this green because it's very important. This kind of is going to feed your overall strategy. So let's say that you are selling a product that really takes off and sells in the spring, and people are starting to use it in the summer, and maybe at the end of the year is when people start to think about the purchase. So you know people are using this right now and you really want to get them to start sharing photos of them using it so that end of the year when consumers start going and searching and thinking about this kind of product line, they will stumble across influencer posts from your advocates. And that needs to start happening in July. So I'm going to do a big influencer share if you care campaign. Okay? I'm going to do word wrap on these so that it is a little more attractive. And then marketing content. What kind of content can we have? We're going to want to do a contest around influencer marketing. And we are going to want to do we're going to do an infographic based on when they enter the contest, we're going to have them fill out a form about how they're using our product, and then we're going to take this survey data and create an infographic. And then we're also going to get some video testimonials from our customers along this way. Testimonials. Okay. Distribution channels. We're going to use social media heavy. And you should specify which social media channels you're using. I don't think that those are the social media channels you would normally use, but we're saying that we're going to. We're going to use social media. We're going to do some emails. And we're going to drive some paid search towards this. So we'll say Microsoft advertising. The production team. Who's responsible for this? We're going to put some actual names in here. Okay. And then what are your goals? The goals we put in the SMART goals are higher level, and these goals per month should feed into that. So we had a goal for a case study in the example I shared to increase conversion rate by 20%. Well, we think that these are going to help with that to a degree. We think the conversion rate will increase because we're going to go really heavy on this influencer campaign. And we think it's going to feed up where in November and December, maybe people are starting to buy then, the conversion rate will go up. You have to be careful here thinking about this goal. This goal, if it's a conversion rate increase, is going to take time to happen. If this campaign that we're running, this influencer campaign, is high level, high funnel, then the goal shouldn't be conversion. Instead, the goal should be something more high level in the funnel based, such as website visits or new leads. So we're going to say increase web traffic by 5% year over year. It's important to look at, it is important to look at year over year web traffic instead of month by month, because maybe July always has more traffic than June and you're going to hit this goal no matter what. Instead, let's look at July of this year versus July of last year to see how that increase happens. And now that's a good goal. And the measurement metric is simply website traffic. So this is a quick example of how I would build out an editorial calendar for the month of July. This is high level, and as you've seen, it's a little bit sparse right now. I encourage you to go more granular. Make sure you've got some things in here that will really help feed your other efforts. And yeah, if you're using an editorial calendar to drive your overall content campaigns, you will see more continuity of message. You'll see a better story that is better at driving the emotional thinking or the rational thinking that your prospects need to become customers. If you have an editorial calendar like this, it will drive more sales